Yeah, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. If they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love us, they just love us. How we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me, they not really for me. When I die, is you gon' show up to the ceremony? I just bought a Bentley, just to bet you Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like we're relatives. Brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live it, how we live it. They don't love her, they just love her. How we live it.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate it. Yes. We board or we fall. Every diamond's a flake. Huh? I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they just love us. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they know this game will be a battle. The team they defeated in the conference finals, they're not taking this one lightly. Karl Anthony Towns out of Kentucky, just an incredibly mobile big man. How about his NBA future, Shaq?
You know, he can play either the 4 or the 5 and be pretty effective. He gets up and down the floor very well for his size, and guess what, Ernie?
What?
He's from Jersey.
Really? I did not know that. You're just a Jersey historian. I didn't know that. Towns gives you a lot, though. He gives you a little bit for a big man. He can run the floor, like Shaq said. He gives you the versatility, and defensively, he's pretty good, impressive.
We have run out of time. It's time to go court.
Let's get up and get loud!
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to the Pistons. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
And, you know, you hate to use this word. Felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Oh, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. They've got Towns. Paul George is out there with Porzingis, and it's Watkins in at the point. 6 on the shot clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Towns, no luck. Sacramento on defense.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Screen by Fareed. In the corner, Crowder with it from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Outside, George. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Lillard. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Detroit. Picked by Vucevic. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Fareed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And George, here we go. And it's off the back rim, no good. On defense, Seattle. It's a three-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And Vucevic kicks to Fareed. Feeds to Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 5. Here's Crowder. The good-looking shot from the wing. Crowder's got 5 now.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
George dishes to Towns. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Vucevic, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his first personal foul.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the night.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. They get it again. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. They set the pick. Pass to Coleman. The feed to George. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Towns. And at last, they get one to fall. Towns has got his second bucket. Stolen by George. Rebounded by Fareed.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lillard outside. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
Boy, I like that move, but it took him right into the place where the defender was.
Out to the right wing. There's the pass to Watkins. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Kings. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right, Greg. They took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
Sacramento again missing. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Towns, the pass to Watkins. There's a screen to the left side wing. Pulls from the top of the key, and the shot falls short this time. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Lillard gets to Vucevic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And checking out the numbers for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 9 assists, and almost 3 steals. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup.
McGarry's checked in for Sacramento. Lance Stevenson comes in for Fareed. There's the pick. Pass to Coleman. Goes up on the wing. That one wide left. The Kings leading. Here's Stevenson. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Stevenson's got his first points of the night. Watkins covered by Lillard. Pass to Coleman. Hands the 12-footer.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Lillard up top, defended by George. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The free throw drops for Lillard. Waiters, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rubio against Lillard. Inside, Giroux. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Tony Snell's checked in for Sacramento. Seattle shooting their first free throw tonight. Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Stevenson outside. In the corner, Snell with it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Stevenson. The shot. Can't get it to go. Seattle goes the other way with it. And Temple kicks to Rubio. Here's Smith. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. They set the screen to the middle. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He has 5.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Seattle.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Seattle. Smith with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. And Rubio kicks to Temple. Rubio with a wide-open look. The rebound by McGarry.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Stevenson dishes to Snell. They set the pick. He feeds it to Crowder. Top of the key, Snell. 4 on the shot clock. Crowder kicks to Snell. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Waiters passes to Vucevic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Vucevic has got 6 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Looking here at some numbers for Smith, he had a strong showing last season. 4th in assists, 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And as you mentioned, I mean, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season.
1:22 left in the first. Rubio with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Odiunas sets a screen for Rubio. Here's Giroux. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Damian Lillard, number 1. 3rd is Ricky Rubio.
and really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Second free throw, no good.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Now, here's Stevenson. He dishes it to Crowder. Raiders on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 3. There's a screen by Motiejunas. And Rubio kicks to Motiejunas. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Crowder. He has 5. Back to Stevenson. No luck.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Smith with it. 3 seconds left. The shot is off.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead by 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Kenneth Faried is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Coleman, the pass to Watkins. In the corner, George with it. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Screen by Faried. Stevenson drives in. Dishes to Faried. Out of bounds. Kings ball. Sacramento keeps possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
McGarry's checked in for Sacramento. On the wing, Stevenson. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. Second chance shot, and that one's good. McGarry. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Watkins, covered by Lillard. Watkins. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Kings leading now by 5. Lillard outside. Now the dish to McGarry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. McGarry's got 5 now.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist column and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Off the screen. The rebound by McGarry. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. There's a good screen. Lillard left side. Seattle grabs the miss. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Coleman. Knocks down the step-back Jay. He's got 6.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Towns with the steal. Pass to George. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Screen by Fareed. Stevenson kicks to Bogdanovich. There's a screen. Lillard dishes to Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Stevenson. No one near him. No good. Seattle goes the other way with it.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Watkins.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team, and you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it's Seattle with the ball. Following the basket by Kenneth Fareed. Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Fareed setting the pick for Lillard. Fareed outside. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. From 13, and that one hits back iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Watkins. Plays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now, here's Stevenson. Fareed setting the pick for Stevenson. It's rebounded by Towns. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. It's stolen. And now the Kings fast break. And the basket by Lillard. And the Kings lead by 3. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
On defense, Seattle following the score by Damian Lillard. And the shot is good. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time, and in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Chance to see the numbers for George. He's coming off an excellent season. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And, you know, going back to what you said, he was runner-up in three-point accuracy last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Jay Crowder's checked in for Kenneth Faried. Tony Snell comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Bogdanovich. The rebound by McGarry. Kings leading now by 5. Kicks it to Lillard. From 10 feet out. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Moniunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Rubio left side. Nice shot from the wing.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. Rubio is becoming a special shooter.
Lillard against Rubio. Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Crowder, the pass to Snell. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Seattle trails by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Let's go. Sacramento grabs the miss. And Lillard kicks to Snell. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Crowder can't get it to go. Seattle goes the other way with it. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
The Kings making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Smith checked in for Seattle. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. There's a screen by Moniunas. And it's Rubio penetrating. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 1, the Kings.
Boy, last season they were phenomenal on the glass. I mean, everybody took pride in rebounding the basketball on both ends of the floor. Not just defensively, they got to that offensive glass as well. A terrific offensive rebounding team.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Moniunas, that's a screen for Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Offensive rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Sacramento again missing. And Seattle shooting here about 46% for the game. 1:07 left now here in the second. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Lillard outside. Passes it to Vucevic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Smith dishes to Temple. Smith outside. He kicks it to Montejunas. That evens the score. Montejunas has got his second basket of the night.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And that one's good.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. For Seattle, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. And Seattle making a change here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Now, here's Lillard, the 17-footer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Kings on top, up 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen at the end.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, you expect the home team to take care of business, and they have. They didn't play flawlessly, but they held their own. Now we get to see the true test in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. And so here's Sacramento. They lead by 1. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. They've got Porzingis. He's out there with Towns. And it's George in at the 2. And Seattle shooting here about 46% for the game. Coleman, defended by Crowder. Here's Watkins. Off the left rim and out. Sacramento leading by 3. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Lillard. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Lillard's got 9.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Off the pick. And the pass to Vucevic. Stolen by George. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Watkins. Sweet little floater. He's got 8.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 5. Screen by Fareed. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Sacramento again missing. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Watkins, defended by Crowder. There's the pass to Porzingis for the lead. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're amped up now, Kevin. After trailing for so long, they finally pulled ahead.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Kings trailing.
Timeout, timeout.
Sacramento calls timeout.
Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kings Game Team.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
You look at what Lillard has done so far. 9 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes it to Coleman. Soft touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
And all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
For Seattle, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside, George. And the layup is good. George has got the lead up to 2 now for Seattle.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Crowder kicks to Vucevic. Another shot. They shoot again, and Fareed lays it in. Fareed's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit. I mean, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Damian Lillard, number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Some changes for Sacramento. Mitch McGary comes in for Vucevic, and Lance Stevenson subbed in for Crowder. For Seattle, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Towns, and once again off the mark by Seattle.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Lillard, got a piece of it. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity, and that is good. George has got 8 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Lets it go. And too long on the shot.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Lillard again missing.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Clock at 6. Watkins passes to George. Shot from 16. And that one comes up a bit short. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Towns. Feeds it to Fareed. Out to the wing. George against Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Watkins covered by Lillard. Here's Watkins. Seattle missing again. The Kings shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Lillard attacking, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And he gets it to go. 10 points for him.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range. And
there's the feed to Bogdanovich. Pass to Stevenson. Screen by Fareed. Here's the screen. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And the Kings lead by 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Watkins, covered by Lillard. Here's Watkins. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Stevenson outside. Looking to get back on track here, and he lays it up and in. Stevenson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, Kevin, it doesn't matter that he's one of the slower guys on the floor, especially when he gets that wide lane to the rim.
Coleman, the pass to Watkins. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Fareed setting the pick for Lillard. Inside. Fareed, no good.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
For the lead. And he gets it to go. He's got 17.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Fareed setting the pick for Lillard. Down low. And the dunk by Fareed.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fareed. Some changes for Sacramento. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Lillard. .114 left in the 3rd quarter. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Smith kicks to Motiejunas. Lets it go from 14.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Here's Fareed. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Fareed's got 12. And it's Rubio penetrating. Motiejunas a screen on Waiters. Rubio dishes to Towns. For Seattle, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
He's off on the first. Vucevic checked in for Sacramento. Crowder comes in for Lance Stevenson. Good on the second free throw. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Rubio against Waiters to the middle. Here's Vucevic again, Sacramento.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here's Rubio. And the jumper is good. Rubio's got 5. The dish to Vucevic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Kings lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Seattle trails by 3. Deion Waiters is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Vucevic, and it's McGarry in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Pass to Temple. Lets it go with the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Temple's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Seattle. Waiters passes to McGarry. There's the screen. Stolen by Rubio. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Smith, no good. The Kings shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Kicks it to Crowder. To the paint. Here's McGarry. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
That free throw good from McGarry. Seattle trails by 3. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Smith gets to Montejunas. And it's good.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Vucevic a screen on Rubio. Here's Bogdanovic. Shot from 12. Rebound by Smith.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Rubio dishes to Montejunas. Montejunas a screen on Vucevic. Montejunas has the open look. That one rolling around and rims out. Waiters passes to Bogdanovic. Here's Crowder. And Waiters kicks to Crowder. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 14 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they've needed him.
Shooting for Sacramento, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Fareed comes in for Mitch McGarry, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Waiters. And he can't hit the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Watkins passes to Porzingis. There's a screen. George dishes to Towns, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Porzingis passes to Coleman. From 11 feet away. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The drive by Vucevic. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
It's deflected. The pass to Coleman. Yes! And the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Coleman. Shooting one.
And that one misses. The Kings have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Crowder. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Watkins, defended by Crowder. Outside, George, 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Towns, powered down with both hands.
Oh, and what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Watkins passes to Coleman. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. There's a good screen. Here's Watkins. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Lillard picks to Bogdanovic. Lillard outside. Fareed setting the pick for Lillard. To the paint. And the dunk by Fareed.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Watkins passes to George. Passes to Porzingis from 12 feet out. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, well, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach during that last timeout. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. And it's Vucevic missing.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Kings have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Lillard, right side. No luck. Seattle goes the other way with it. Pass to Watkins. Fires from deep. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. And now the Kings fast break. Back to Lillard. From 12 feet out. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 9 assists now tonight. Watkins covered by Lillard. Here's Watkins. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Launches a three, and that one's good. And it's a 5-point Kings lead.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them. Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Kings leading now by 3, and Lillard kicks to Crowder. Feeds to Fareed. Screen by Fareed. Outer dishes to Lillard. Right through the D for the layup. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Here's Porzingis. Fareed defending. Porzingis passes to Coleman. Outside, George. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Fareed down low. Got a hand on it. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. And George, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against George. From 13, the shot no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. There's the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, beautiful play on the interior. They're just using the height advantage to lay the ball up and in when they really needed that basket.
And Lillard kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And they're in position to take the lead.
You know what? A bucket here would mean a bunch at this stage of the game.
George passes to Porzingis. Watkins covered by Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Watkins. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George with the screen on Lillard. They set the pick. And George, here we go, buries it.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Vucevic dishes to Crowder. Vucevic a screen on George. Lillard attacking. He kicks it to Fareed. Missed.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Shooting for Sacramento, Kenneth Fareed. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that ties the game up.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kings Dance Team. Fans, get out of your seats and make some noise!
Here's George. At the top of the key, Towns. Here's Watkins. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we've watched this one go now to overtime. Tip-off goes to Seattle. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Sacramento. Vucevic is out there with McGarry. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Seattle shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And Rubio kicks to George. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for three. And good on the basket. Book it. Porzingis has got the first basket here in overtime for Seattle.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
And Rubio kicks to George. Here's the screen. Rubio the pass to Coleman. 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Bogdanovich. Covered by Rubio.
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Seattle has gone 1 of 2 so far in their three-point attempts in overtime. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Kings trailing. Picked by Vucevic. Lillard attacking. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shot from 16, and it's sent back by McGarry. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock.
The Kings with the timeout. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Here's Lillard. The feed now to Bogdanovich. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kings dance team.
Here's Rubio. They set the pick. George up top. Dishes it to Towns. Rubio against Lillard. And it's Rubio penetrating. 6 on the shot clock. Towns, no luck. Kings have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Lillard outside. The dish to Vucevic. Here's Crowder. And another 3 for Sacramento.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Porzingis passes to Towns. Here's George. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by McGarry.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense. Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Shooting just one.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a 2-possession game.
Now here is George. Guarded closer. Coleman. Defended by Crowder. To stop the run. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You look at what McGarry has done so far. He's got 10 rebounds and also a block shot.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And George, here we go, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And he commits the intentional foul.
At the line for your Kings, Bogdanovich, taking 2 shots.
All right, now. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Kings Dance Team.
They get it. Money! And now they trail by just 4. And so here's Sacramento. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 20 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Connects!
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line for your Kings, Bogdanovich. At the line for 2.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
The 3 gets the 3 to fall.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team. Fans, get out of your seat and let them hear it.
Here's Lillard. And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. And it's Seattle with the ball. Back to George. Off the mark. So the Kings win it. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a terrific team win and certainly a great performance for you. Does it ever surprise you that you're able to contribute in so many ways to the team's success in a game like this?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard. He was a powerful offensive weapon tonight, scoring a double-double with points and assists, and that was the catalyst for this victory.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.